Okay, today we're going to talk about new items that come into the library. There are new labels, where they go once the label has been applied, and when do they come off the new shelves. So, as an item comes into the library, the in-processing staff gets it all ready to go and applies a little new sticker on the front cover of an item. And I've done a blow up here so you can see a little better what that new area looks like. And on it is the month and year that the library acquired the item. And once they have done that, it comes out into the to be shelved area where the racks are, and it's placed on the appropriate shelf, and then it's shelved in the new areas of the library that applies to the book. Then it stays on those shelves for 4 months. Then at the end of that time, the new label will be removed and the item will be placed in with the regular stacks. So, here we go. Now we're going to go into a little bit more detail. When it comes to where to place the new items to be shelved, for the children's, all of the different items are all put together, all on the bottom corner of the children's racks. You can see down here it does say new, and you don't have to separate out the nonfiction from the fiction and the easy readers. Just put them all together, including videos and other media. When it comes to the fiction and nonfiction, there is a little spot over here that does say what's new this month, to be shelved below it. If the circulation desk doesn't have the time immediately to put the new fiction and nonfiction out on the racks that are close by, they'll put them here. When it comes to the large print, that department has its own small rack, and they ask that all of the new stuff be placed face up in a stack on the right-hand side of the cart, while all the regular items are lined up with their spines up. There are certain items, like CDs and paperback books, that don't receive new stickers. They just go immediately out onto the shelves. And as far as the new items for young adults, they have their own little rack here. Manga and comics also show up on here. I personally do try to separate new items out. It's always helpful for the shelvers to have items separated out so that they don't come across it unexpectedly. Now we're going to go around to each of the departments and show you where new items go. So we're just going to make a loop around the library and start with our large print area, which is right down here. Now in the large print area, they have this standalone cart right as you enter the department, and all the new items, nonfiction and fiction, all go on this cart, but they do have their own separate area. As you can see here, it's labeled new large print. The top shelf here is Western. The next one down are biographies. Then the next after that begins our nonfiction. Then they have mysteries and a little bit of spare room on the bottom to put some more items. Then on the back side of it, as we walk around, it's also labeled with their new large print signage. That's where the fiction is. Since there's a little bit more of that, they have this whole side of the rack. And any that aren't able to just stand alone like this, or with a little bookend to help them stand up with their paper rack, are just placed in order by number and their code. There we go. And they have that whole side of the rack. Next, we'll head over to the books and CDs on tape. This whole end area here of the section, which extends down and around the other side. This side is for CDs and the other side is for cassettes. This end part right here, the two tiers there, right next to each other, are for the new fiction audio on the left, not a new nonfiction audio on the right. And we intermingle the cassettes and the CDs in this one area. They are separated out when they are on the regular shelving. But as you can see, there's no particular order. They're just trying to be placed there in a good way so that they're easily seen and attractively displayed there for anyone that comes and looks. So there we are. Next we're going to head over to the comics and the manga area right around the corner here. Now the comics and manga are on the back side where the adult new fiction and nonfiction is. And what we do with the new items for the comics is we set them on the ends where there's a little space of the regular rack. As you can see, there are several new items, and if they need a little bookend to help them stand up, we do that too. Now manga has all of these shelves where the items are just placed with spines out, but the new items are also placed up above, just like they were in the comics section on little bookends. There we go, some more. And then if we come down a little further, we hit the Spanish, adult Spanish, and there are items that are new, or if there's room, they're placed at the ends of just a regular stack there. If not, there's plenty of shelving underneath, and the items are just nicely placed right there. Now we'll come around the corner to the video DVD set media section. Okay, new videos are just placed on this little display rack right here, right in the midst of all of the different kinds of videos. And the new DVDs are placed on either on the top of the rack if there's room, or they're placed face out down on the rack, which in this case we'll just put one there as a sample. And if there's room, they're just placed down with the alphabet that they apply to and face out. Okay, and as I said, the CDs just go immediately on the racks. They don't get any new stickers. And paperbacks as well go straight out without any new labels.